10 seconds remaining.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Skin Coin WCA event coming at you. Game number 2, Effect versus Comanche here in this best of 3. And Effect up 1-0. Pretty dominating game number 1 from what we saw from them there. Again, this is a team that I've actually been following a little bit of since they were known as Flipside in the last season. And I remember always kind of being impressed by them whenever I happen to see them throughout last year and all the caching that I was doing there. But now, this isn't exactly the same roster as usual, and the CIS region no different. I mean, there's a lot of changes that happen with rosters, but I believe Sadoy, Alpha Knight, and our Zeke at least are from that original. Maybe even King Art. It might actually be just Mag that is honestly different from what was that previous roster. Point is, I'm not surprised to see them here up 1-0 and on the verge of making it to the main stage of this event. But they have Comanche in the way. Quickly, guys, before we get into the draft, skincoin.org. You can check it out. New cryptocurrency on the market. In the esports world specifically. A chance to trade in for skins, both in Dota 2 and CSGO. Awesome stuff. Check it out. Skincoin.org. Interesting start of the draft here. I'm Breaking CBK, joined by Xerox. We got a Bristleback Keeper of the Light. This is a combo. I feel like it's been months since we've seen this.
Radiant team ban.
I don't think no, Xerox not here yet. GG. All right, cast is over. No, just kidding. He went to take a break, so I was kind of just hoping that he would actually be back by the time I made that transition there, and sure enough, he was not it. Anyways, that's the point I was making. Connell, Bristleback, not something we've seen for a while, but when we did used to see it, it was annoying, and Bristleback was a little more powerful than he is now. He took several nerfs over time there that kind of took away the potential for such a lane even, but it's still a good one. I mean, the chakra into the Bristleback spam, still powerful. The idea that you just run at people in that off lane. Now, if you're Effect, though, I mean, you're seeing you're going up against this. They're probably going to draft a hero that they could just put up there, ideally fend for themselves. Perhaps something like the Nature's Prophet, honestly, with their first pick. Who they did first pick him before that happened, though, so I'm kind of wondering if now they'll look to avoid that and maybe send even another hero up there that could deal with it. Even something like I don't know, but maybe like a Tide, just one of those like beefy heroes that's difficult to kill. Even like a Darkseer actually comes to mind. You know, put the Iron Shell up and have that search to get away if necessary. They don't really have any lockdown with them, so that means you probably have to run more than one position Nature's Prophet, but watching a lot of the NA region, at least, we have started to see a bit of that make appearances here and there, and not out of the question.
Jungle the NP and stay the hell away from that lane if you have to.
Or you just do that. There you go. Welcome back.
Like, that lane's rough.
Yeah.
There is also one other alternative. You just pick a really high damage tri lane and just kill them a lot. Bristle is not that tanky until the Vanguard comes up. So if you pick, AA still sitting on the board, AA Weaver something, or AA Jug, like any combo with just a bunch of burst, and you can just either kill the Coddle or the Bristle pre-Vanguard and just kind of dumpster him.
Well, we go Spirit Breaker with a third pick. This has been a 4-position hero that now that he's picked up here, he has been kind of overlooked today so far, hasn't he? I don't think we even mentioned Earthshaker quite a bit, but I don't know if Spirit Breaker's also been getting attention. Whether it's the band
Spirit Breaker's anything close to Earthshaker on a tier list, though.
No?
Like, SB's not bad. He's good in some games, but I don't think he just slots into a lineup like a lot of other heroes do. Like, you want a very specific playstyle with Spirit Breaker. You want lanes that are all gankable. You need to be able to charge to any lane and potentially see a kill.
Well, I'm going to try for that here. It's fun to see the Coddle Bristleback, though, and that it's at least something that's different than what we've been seeing a lot lately. Kind of bringing something back here, but as you said, Effect has a way to address that. Several options to go with it here. Their third pick. Still need their 5 support even. Still one against the Bristleback. Maybe something like a Winter Wyvern could be decent here. A Dazzle.
Yeah.
More defensive.
Even something like Lich is okay if they still want to run that route. Sacrificing creeps out of that lane makes so they level up slower. Frost Armor's super good against Bristle.
True. Lich is still there. 50 seconds remaining.
I think it is very good.
Ancient Apparition.
Indubitably.
Yeah, that Enchantress band. I think of the CIS region, Enchantress really is just a hero that they like over here because I've seen it now in several different matchups, several different teams banning that hero even first on the tier list. So
I can see why it's good as a 4 position. I really like the offlane Enchantress of old, though. I wish that would come back.
Dire
That was a
team
fun
pick.
meta. Nice.
they like them some Rasta here. Get some crowd control.
I like some Rasta. This hero's good.
The net.
It's not very good in Decadal Bristle, but this hero's good.
10
Whoops.
seconds remaining.
Still good to see it. In fact, showing last game
5
that they're a team that
seconds
maybe
remaining.
likes to just run at people. So that's a hero that could definitely assist with that as well. Also push objectives. Every ward cooldown there. Now Comanche, their 4th pick. You figure it's going to be a Bristleback Coddle off lane. Spirit Breaker roaming support, so probably still neither 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine so. And your 1 needs to be fairly self-sufficient. It's got to be something that can stand up to a Nature's Prophet. Like, I wouldn't even mind like a solo safe lane Queen of Pain here or something. Otherwise, most carries are just going to get beat down by those
Radiant
treants
team picked.
and just get zoned out of
Legion
lane.
Commander.
That's actually an okay answer as well.
Press the attack is going to be pretty good against Shadow Shaman too.
Mm-hmm.
Negates a bit of him. So, yeah, actually seems like a
their
strong
last
pick.
hero needs to be a ranged hero that can clear
10
wards,
seconds
though.
remaining.
Like a Puck or a Queen of Pain or a Lina. They need something
5
so that if
seconds.
Shadow Shaman
Team
does get
back.
ahead and gets ahead of the level curve, he doesn't just run over you guys.
Oh my god.
It's the God of Thunder.
Thor is here. Also
It's
known as
Zeus.
Zeus is here for
10
effect.
seconds
All
remaining.
right, so a mid Zeus, I'm guessing,
5 seconds
coming out from
remaining.
them. Why the Zeus though? Is that is there something clear to you that makes sense? I mean, magic damage maybe against a bristleback is good. Just heavy burst.
Radiant
Percent
team
health
back.
damage, pretty good
Radiant
into 2 strength
team pick.
heroes, and it's not a bad matchup when there's a Spirit Breaker in the game. You can
Dire
always
team
time your Lightning Bolt to stop the charge if you know he's coming at you. And this is just going to be an explosive mid-game from effect with this lineup. Like, Zeus, if he does even okay, is going to kill that Keeper of the Light every time he sees him. Like, I don't have a lot of reason why they're picking it
10
over something like
seconds
Lina,
remaining.
but I love Zeus. He does a
5
lot of
seconds
damage.
remaining.
I do
It's
too.
fun
I
to
mean,
watch.
it's another one of these more unique heroes, so I'm not complaining by any means. Just trying to think of the ultimate logic there, and a couple of good points. But if I'm Comanche, I almost want to pick Anti-Mage here, but at the same time, it's a tough pick. Like you want to pick AM because of the Zeus, being able to just explode him.
I
but-
think AM's way too slow here. You just lose the game if
Yeah.
you pick AM. Like, you need something that can shove lanes out. You have that a little bit in Keeper of the Light and Legion for sure. You have some good wave clear, but you need to do it in all 3 lanes. I like Puck.
Templar
Okay.
Assassin.
That matchup is the worst matchup for Zeus in the game. It's so miserable. I'm like moving Zeus to a new lane if I see that.
F9's the one playing it here. He's their mid player, I believe.
Oh, this lane is so awful.
Why so? Just refraction?
Refraction's so hard to bring off a Zeus. If you're in range to auto attack, you're losing the trade really badly. And Lightning Bolt, yeah, you can't really commit the mana into it. It's fine if you get a lot of help. Like, if you get a moderate amount of help to keep you at least even on levels, then at level 7 you just never come back to mid. Then it can work fine. But in general, this matchup is super miserable and very, very TA favored.
10 seconds remaining.
I have a lot of Zeus games, and I will not play that matchup.
Okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, F9's going to have to play it here, and it goes back to he may just either need support or just go elsewhere. I mean, could he actually just go to that top lane against the Coddle Bristleback and just kind of use that Arc Lightning to spam out the creep wave and get last hits and maybe get levels up there?
Probably not at level 1, because then I just think Keeper doesn't take Illuminate. He just goes Mana Leak and Chakra and just constantly Mana Leaks you. And if you can't use your mana as Zeus, you're just dead. I don't even know what they could do with him, honestly. I think you just have to help him mid. You just sit Nyx there with him for a while.
Okay, we'll see what they decide here. King R on that Nyx Assassin for the team. Let's go to that in-game interface there. There we go. All right, so we get to see a Zeus, though. Yeah, a little bit old school of the Coddle Bristleback as well,
Prepare for
at least in the
battle.
recent meta. See how they shape up here. Monkey King is heading towards that bottom initially. Oh yeah, they're on the dire side, that's right. So Bristleback coming down here, and Coddle's already here, in fact. Going to be spotted by Shadow Shaman. He got the ward down. Don't know if Rasta saw it. He does have a sentry if they picked up on that information. There you go.
Oh, they lost it.
Nice.
Very heads-up play there from the Keeper of the Light.
Yeah.
Just slamming a sentry and eating their sentry instantly.
And that's a pretty good swing, too, because obviously now they know that Vision's there, but that's 100 gold less for Rasta.
30 seconds to battle.
And it means they need to commit another sentry to this now. Although they do have Zeus, technically, but he's not going to go over there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's ever a situation you run him down, have him skill up Lightning Bolt, which is just worse than Arc at level 1, and deward it. But I don't think so. I just don't think you can give that up. Like, not having
The
Arc
battle
Lightning means you're
begins.
so far behind in CS.
Nicely.
All right, well, we're going to see this matchup. As you mentioned, Zeus here in the middle lane. Does have Nyx Assassin at least blocking for him right now. Probably going to stay nearby, has the boots first. There's a Spirit Breaker nearby, though.
In the 2v2, I think Zeus Nyx wins this lane. But if it's left mostly solo or Spirit Breaker comes in at a couple good times, Tia is going to have a fun field day.
Oh, it's 2 versus 1 now. Nyx Assassin heading towards bottom lane, so Zeus, he should be fine here. But right off the bat, going to be pressured out heavily, and Nyx going to the bottom. Kind of question, what is Nyx going to do down here, though? I mean, he is going to run in and actually impale stun on Bristleback. Has his back turn, but he does not have the Bristleback ability just yet. He's still level 1, of course. So, runs back at them, spamming the quills.
Very, very odd rotation there from him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just doesn't seem like he's going to really accomplish much down here.
Exactly.
If anything, be another target for them to kill, so you got to be very careful if you're King R doing this. Oh, Illuminate comes through, charge in from the side, gonna connect, just stuns him up in place. But there's that Impale to save any pursuit. Don't think they were really going too much, but just in case. But now it leaves the 1 versus 1 here in the middle matchup.
Yeah, CS will look about even till probably level 4, and then it just starts tilting heavily. Like, you just can't win a trade as Zeus. It just feels terrible.
Just have to Arc Lightning everything. So frustrating on the hero. Hero's fun to play, but that's the frustrating thing whenever I find myself playing the hero. It's that attack range, how weak it is. Gotta spam that, man. Yeah, what about, so his build here, I'm not saying he's going to go out initially, but does he eventually get that Ags? Is that like a core item you almost consider on this hero?
I really like it, especially in a game like this where they're expecting to have tempo and try to be very mid-game focused. It does a ton of damage. It's actually super good at split pushing out waves, too. If you just throw it on a creep wave somewhere far away, the cooldown's very, very short. So yeah, I think we'll see an Ags. We might see a Bloodstone first. That's been a very popular Zeus item in the past.
Okay.
It's kind of either Bloodstone or Yule's Blink. Those are the two choices that people tend to go.
Monkey King is putting an auto attacks into Legion Commander at the top lane. How's this going? 13-4 Monkey. You got LC at 5-0.
We don't see very many Monkey Kings going Jingu Mastery anymore. Like, more than 1 point. He's already got 2 into it.
That he does. What's the benefit there? Just the harassment, the kill potential?
If you get into a man fight, the extra lifesteal on Jingu can be the tipping point. Like, the lifesteal is the biggest scaling piece of that. So maybe he's just feeling like this matchup's going to be 1v1 a lot. And he's going to need that spike heal.
Well, 3 minutes in, still no first blood happening. So at the top lane, there charge is coming, actually. on a Monkey King as I say this. Overwhelming odds, level 2. It creeps nearby. Gonna throw it out here maybe? Yep, there we go. Not gonna be enough damage though. Maybe a bash proc. Ain't happening.
Please.
So he'll
The
back
Spirit
off.
Breaker being committed to hard 5 is really hurting him. Like, he has no gold, no Orb of Venom, no boots. Oh, if he gets the 4 here, he's turning this whole thing.
There you go, the Boundless Strike. He is maxed out. There's that lifesteal kicking in, gets the first blood for 1. And now Legion Commander, yeah, he cannot overcommit here because
He can go back in too, because this last hit's going to give him 3, and he'll get a new set on 4.
Ooh,
Oh,
backs off. It's risky, man. Living life on the edge. Doesn't know if maybe somebody else is nearby, although probably wouldn't be. I mean, Coddle's going to stay at the bottom lane, it seems like. Just did not want to risk it.
Zeus honestly doing fairly well in this matchup. The TA shoved the lane under his tower so much. It's been a good job from Zeus in just giving certain creeps up, not Arc Lightning to try to get every creep, because that shoves his lane, which makes him scared. But he's holding the Arc Lightning if it's not a profitable use for it, and it's making him stay at least okay in this lane.
Nyx Assassin, meanwhile, this is just an Invis rune, of course. He's scouting out the whole pull and the stack being done over here. The Impale comes out, trying to maybe steal some of the creeps, I think.
Yeah, he wanted the 2 big creeps.
But I believe Madden here playing the Bristleback got them. Just a little unfortunate on the timing. So he actually has his Soul Ring finished first, and that Vanguard is coming. At least queued up for him next. You got Coddle jungling a little bit meanwhile, at least stacking the camps here for the eventual Bristleback. I believe, yeah, that was Nyx Assassin. He actually has prevented the Ancient stack from happening again. He just walked in the area. But TA and Bristleback, both heroes that will definitely like these stacks here.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to have to go to TA. You want TA to just explode here. Like, TA has one big breakpoint. It's when Blink and Deso come out. Rosta's very, very dead.
Oh, yeah. He was checking things out over here and checked out a little too much. Curiosity killed the Rasta.
I'm very surprised they're making Spirit Breaker play like hard 5 and letting Keeper of the Light buy items. He still doesn't even have boots.
Keeper of the Light does. He's got a stick, boots.
Yeah.
He's feeling good. Not so much Spirit Breaker. He's stacking here trying to.
Interesting. Is he gonna make it? I don't think he will.
Yeah, he got it.
Will do nicely.
Good job. Perfect timing. Middle lane. They do not have enough damage today.
He doesn't have enough mana.
Oh, Nature's Prophet poured in, though. That's the idea. But yeah, with a fraction of man. Like you said, Zeus also doesn't have enough mana. He couldn't even use a Lightning Bolt this whole time.
Ooh, they might get him with the block,
Those
though.
blocks.
Oh, man, the block is insane.
That was big. That was very well played by Mag right there. I swear, these players make it look so easy, too. You really have to appreciate that.
It's hard.
It
It's
is.
really hard.
So that's a successful gank in the end. Yeah, despite Zeus not having the most mana to work with.
It's starting to work out really well here for Effect, too. If you look at top lane, it's just been tipping more and more in Monkey King's favor. It was even at level 3, and now it's almost double. It is over double now in Monkey King's favor. So keeping mid lane break even, not hemorrhaging too much bottom lane, and crushing top.
Well, speaking of bottom, he's coming to bottom. Looking to set up a kill on a Bristleback. Illuminate comes through. Not healing him, though, because nighttime and Bristleback dying to it. So the rotation of Monkey King helps assist for that kill. Mag actually getting credit for it. And now Monkey King's just going to take over the bottom lane. You have Nyx Assassin absorbing so far at the top lane. Duel is ready now for Legion Commander, so got to be a little bit careful if you're Nyx up there. But yeah, these rotations looking good. And Monkey King, I'm guessing Echo Saber first.
I want to see Echo Saber Silver Edge, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for
want to see
Bristle.
the Deso. I want Silver Edge for Bristle here for sure.
Oh, TA, is he dead? And trapped in, the Wrath of Nature almost killing him off the bat, but Zeus will finish the job right there with the global. In comes LC. He does not have dual mana, though. That was the plan. He pressed the attack himself right there. He couldn't get the duel off, however. He gets fed mana with a Chakra, but now he's just in a bad spot. Primal Spring jumps in, and the auto attack to finish the job, and now Bristleback.
Oh, man.
Tunnel vision, one by one. I mean, they're just going in, and they're all just dropping. That was a 4-kill fight there in favor of Effect.
Bad to worse for Comanche. Oh, Jeez, and that's the start they need. Like, they're so far ahead now in every aspect of this game. They've now won every lane.
Yeah, talk about just a change there, especially with the bristleback Coddle. Like, you feel like at least that should be winning, but
And it was, but
it was, yeah.
Losing both heroes like that is just crippling. That's Bristle dying twice now. And that's the problem when you win a lane with pressure instead of kills. You can be ahead on CS, you can be a little ahead in XP, but if you give one kill away, it basically resets everything you did.
Happened there, and oh, look at Monkey King going. I've seen this before. Somebody did this recently. Going to Battle Fury. Yeah.
Yeah, it started in NA, and it's kind of spread. It's just a way to get him some extra farm, and the raw damage scales super well with Boundless Strike.
Well, it's going to have that at a pretty good rate. Things keep up here. Choose to commit for it. Nature's Prophet, he ports in. They see the Ancients being done, so if anything, Nature's Prophet is just going to make it a little more difficult on them right here. But Bristleback, he's hard to stop. He just spams those quills, keeps kiting.
They want to just be around for this and at least try to do something.
Oh, Spirit Breaker.
Almost dropping Spirit Breaker, yeah.
Wrath of Nature, he's trying to ninja some of those kills. Maybe also get the kill. It's not enough, though.
Yeah, there were two potential kills there. Coddle was at 170, Spirit Breaker at 100. Just a little too slow.
Even TA slow.
Bristle
right
might die here.
Oh, no.
Oh, not quite enough.
Back
turn.
No. Rasta.
That's going to be multiple big creeps stolen. Just, I'm trying not to swear here, but those satyr creeps, I don't know, the prowlers that reduce your armor.
Those are annoying.
Those things just destroyed Bristle there.
Yeah. If you actually
got killed by the neutrals, the Rasta just assisted.
Yeah, and Rasta happened to actually get credit for it too, but you're right, the neutral's definitely doing most of the damage, it seems like there.
And now he's got 6, so he has wards to work with.
Oh.
This is just bad to worse for Comanche. There's like so little they can do to recover.
And this is them trying to do Ancients, but obviously his effects is very aware of it. I mean, they're not dumb when it comes to that logic here. They see their makeup, they're like, yeah, they're definitely going to be stacking Ancients. So I know it's like sloppier of sorts for Comanche, but really this is effect playing very smooth right now.
Yeah.
That's a triple kill of a sudden. Oh my god. This is just getting insanely out of hand now. 11 minutes in. We're looking over a 5,000 net worth lead here. And
just good map movements, as you said. It's the early rotations. Rasta coming mid to tilt the matchup back Zeus's favor. The solid rotations into bottom just to try to actually kill off that Coddle Bristle.
Oh
and they're just done.
What? That has to be, what is it, 11-minute GG well played?
Yep.
That's the fastest I've ever casted for a match.
8 minutes for me, but yeah, still incredibly fast. That was a level 1 Roche. They went 5-man mid, tried to end the game at like 5 minutes and lost. But that's going to be effect. Taking it. I mean, that's it. They're your CIS qualifier.
What else is there to say there? That's just almost still in shock a little bit as far as the game actually just ending. But to be fair, yeah, they probably weren't coming back from that start. That was a really, really rough start. But
I know on a lot of these betting sites, you can bet on first 10 kills, like first team to get to 10. It would have been really funny if they GG'd before the Zeus triple kill and it ended at 9-1, so there wasn't 10 kills in the game.
Actually 10 kills, yeah, that'd be interesting.
But yeah, that's going to be the series.
Like you said, that's effect now. Moving on to the main stage event, so we have our 7 of the 8 teams. We need one more team, and that's going to come from the European region. 2-0 sitting in the finals. The winner of the SFT Esports versus Team Moriarty will be playing against them. And that match itself is set to happen next year. And in fact, with that match happening so quickly, we're actually now ahead of time.
Yeah, the scheduled break, I believe, says we start in, what, like 19 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have about a 20-minute break here. What is 2000 Central European time or 2 p.m. Eastern. So about 20 minutes, we're going to be coming back with SFT Esports versus Team Moriarty, one of the open qualifier teams, to advance on and even get out of the initial group stages. So looking forward to seeing what they can bring. But as we were talking about, we'll definitely talk about more when we get into the match there. But SFT Esports, this is a pretty serious contender, honestly, for not only advancing on, but even doing some work in the next part of this event. Do not overlook them. So, well, I'm Breaking CPK, joined by Z-Rock here. Before we go on the break, once again, type !SkinCoin in chat. Get information on the giveaway that's being run right now. Also go to skincoin.org. It's a new cryptocurrency in the esports world. You can trade it in for your favorite skins, both in Dota 2 and CSGO. Definitely check out that, guys. And thanks again for sponsoring the event that is the WCA here. So, skincoin.org. Well, we are going on that break, but again, about 20 minutes from now, the default time set up for SFT Esports versus Team Moriarty. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be back.